Okay, wonderful, dear friends. So, our today's meditation is on shadow integration on Rakshas Tal. So, we are doing this series of meditation for Kailash Yatra preparation. Either you are doing a inner yatra to your inner mountain or you are physically going there. These meditations are all going to help us in our spiritual journey, in our evolution. So today's session is very special, from the demon within to the divine beyond. So friends, I will talk a little about what inspired me for today's session, and then we are going to I'm going to share a very interesting story today, and then we will have a meditation on the shadow integration. So in 2018, when I went to Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, and we were entering the Mansarovar, the first lake I saw was Mansarovar. And then, we were taken to Rakshas Tal. So suddenly, when we entered Mansarovar, it was very calm and quiet and serene environment. And the moment we went to Rakshas Tal, there was wind blowing, too much wind blowing. And it was like, suddenly the environment was very different, where what we felt in Mansarovar and what I felt in Rakshas Tal. So when this happened, I was thinking, what is happening? And everybody was going down to Mansarovar, taking the water, drinking the water. Also, we had morning bath. Next day we had bath in the Mansarovar. But Rakshastal, no. They said it's the radioactive. The water is radioactive. You cannot touch the water. So nobody is going down to Rakshastal. But when I saw this lake, I felt very beautiful. This lake is also, I felt very beautiful. And something inside me wanted to bow down to that lake, Rakshastal lake. So I bowed down to the Rakshastal lake with all my heart. Later, after Kailash Yatra, when I came back, I learned that the Tibetan, they worship the Rakshastal lake as, as a protector. They call it as a protector. Yeah. So I had the feeling when I saw the Rakshastal lake. Right. So I see Srinivas sir also joined. Welcome, sir. So today also I faced my shadow because the timing was 7 o'clock, and I started the session at 7:30 because it just slipped my mind. I thought the timing is 7:30. Generally we start at 7:30, but I forgot that I have done. So friends, how can we be so perfect all the time? you know so perfection, okay, it is good to practice that, but we will have always a darker side, right? I always, there is a darker shade of ourselves. And this dark shade is something we want to get rid of all the time. We want to release the dark side of ourselves. We don't want that. We want to be perfect, all the time. Is it really possible being a human? Yeah, that is the question we want to ask ourselves. These shadow parts of ourselves, what to do with that? So, as always, I was very fascinated with the stories of Kailash Mansarovar. Actually, these stories started from my grandmother. When I was a small child, she would share the stories of Shiva and Parvati and Durga, and I would listen to her. She would tell all these stories. So till today I am very fascinated with these stories. And before maybe few months back, I had found this beautiful story on Rakshas Tal. And this Rakshas Tal, actually, Ravan was meditating in this Rakshas Tal, right? So we think okay, Ravana is like tamas energy, right? Very toxic. So when a person like Ravana meditates in this place, it's all toxic there, full of toxicity, so we don't like that. Ravan means, oh, you have a Ravana, we say you are like a Ravana. Always you are like a bad person, something that you should not be, right? So One of the stories in Ramayana, friends, when Ram is preparing to go for a war in the Lanka, he has prepared all his Sena, Vanar Sena is ready. He's prepared the Setu, which is there. Ram Setu is prepared till everything is getting prepared. Now he wants to fight the battle. Before fighting the battle, he want to worship his favorite lord, that is Lord Shiva, right? So he want to establish the Jyotirlinga, the Rameshwaram Jyotirlinga. He want to, you know, put that lingam there, and he want to uh, do the sthapana, so that he is now ready to fight Ravana. Now, after he is putting the Shivlinga and all, he wants that somebody who is like really eligible for this should come and do the sthapana of this. So he is meditating, and in his dream, it says that Lord Shiva has come, and he has said that, my greatest bhakta is Ravana. And if you want to establish my Jyotirlinga here, you have to have the pujari, the priest needs to be Ravan. See this beautiful paradox. And Rama is such a, is such a humble, such a Purushottam he is. He immediately bowed down to the orders of Shiva, and he sent out one of his, Vanar to invite Ravana for to come here to Rameshwaran, to establish the Shivlinga. So he sent a letter, and Ravana reads the letter, and Ravana accepts that yes, I have to come. And friends, after this, what happened is really, it gave me goosebumps, because Ravan not only accepted the invitation, but he said, if the this puja, that this pratishtha that Rama is doing, if this has to be complete, then Ram has to sit there completely as a whole, but his other half is with me, Sita, right? So what he did is he took Sita along with him, so that this puja is fulfilled, right? So he went there and sat with, told Sita that please sit here and do the puja, right? So see how, what beautiful thing, he not only accepted the invitation of Rama, he went there with Sita, and he did the whole puja, with all his heart. And you know what he asked in his dakshina? Guru dakshina, like, or the, not the Guru dakshina, but dakshina a priest asks after performing the ritual. He asked Rama that my dakshina would be, when I am dying, you please be there with me. That is my dakshina. And with that, after the puja has happened, he has done the pratishtha of the lingam, Shivlingam. He took Sita back to Lanka. What a beautiful story, friends. We don't know this part of Ravana. How many of us know this part of Ravana? This amazing story of Ravana, where he has this part. So what do we understand? Generally we see Ravana or Rakshas Tal is the shadow part, right? We only worship Mansarovar. We think Rakshas Tal is full of Rakshas, but when we accept this Rakshas, only when we accept the Rakshasa, we understand the Rakshasa in us, then the full potential comes out, because there is no other bhakta greater than Ravan for Shiva. Not all, also Rama is that great bhakta. Ravana was a greater bhakta. So see the potential Ravana. So we will never know the potential of the shadow, even the Rakshasas in us. Like we feel we have anger, we have jealousy, we have this and that, and that should not be there in our life. We have to keep purifying, only sattvic, and we have to throw the shadow in us. We have to throw the anger, we have to throw the jealousy, we have to throw the bad part, right? But if we look into the scriptures, they will never talk about throwing this part. They will say, understand this part, embrace this part, embracing the shadow, right? So only when we can embrace the shadow, when we can embrace not only Shiva, but also Ravana, not only Mansarovar, but also Rakshas Tal, then our full potential comes, right? So that is the story of Ravana with Rama and the Rakshastal story. And if you are traveling, many friends are here today present, and maybe will be listening later, who are joining for this Kailash Yatra, and you will be seeing the Rakshastal there where Ravana meditated. Right? Ravana actually went there with the ego of meditation, like, yes, I am the greatest, which later he was also able to release his ego. Later he understood, right? But um, so this story is not about, also not like an external story only, but it's also like the internal story that all of us have, the good and the bad. Hmm? Good, bad, both needs to be there in our life. Then only the cycle will run. Only good, no, it's a disbalance. Only bad, again, this is a disbalance, right? So being aware of good and bad, then we can be the master of what we want to execute in our life, what we want to become in our life. So I thought this is an interesting story to share, and we will be doing the shadow integration. So friends, this meditation is about, as I said, accepting the demons inside us. So what is the demons inside us? What is the shadow? It could be anything. It could be, you don't like your nose, you like all your body, but you don't like your nose, for example. Yeah, you like everything about yourself, but you don't like your anger, or you don't like the way your thoughts are sometimes, right? A part of you that you don't like. That is what we are going to embrace and understand in this meditation. Accept that, right? Just like the story of Ravana, just what I shared right now of Rameshwaram. When we understand this part, when we understand Ravana, we need to give see the greatness of Rama, how beautiful student he is, right? He never said with his ego that, oh, I am not going to talk to Ravana. He has taken Sita away from me. No, he bowed down to Ravana, and he called Ravana to be a priest of establishing the Shivlinga, and the entire puja is to kill Ravana. And see the greatness of Ravana. He is coming to do the puja of something where he knows that it is for killing him, for defeating him. Right? What greatness! So, friends, we will start the meditation now. Okay, I will guide you through a quick, like a gentle and a. It's not a like a. Maybe we will do it for 20-25 minutes, right? And the end, we are just going to just sit in silence and watch our breath. Okay, so let me just put a nice music for you, and you all can be comfortable, friends. Sit down comfortably, maybe on a chair, or maybe cross legs, wherever you want to sit. Take all the time to settle down. And with this beautiful sound at the background, gently close your eyes. If you're wearing spectacles, you may want to remove the spectacles. I have to keep wearing it because I have to monitor here. So gently remove the spectacles and sit lovingly. Sit, with your back straight as possible. Close your eyes gently, friends. And before we start, just take few deep breaths in and out so that you're aware of the breath. The cool air entering your nostril as you breathe in, and the warm air leaving your nostril. So breathe from your nose, inhale from the nose, and exhale from the nose. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Do this for a few times. And now come back to gentle, normal, natural breathing. And observe the normal, natural, gentle breathing. And slow down, my friends. Slow down your breath. Slow down just for a few minutes. Be aware, whatever sounds you're hearing, wherever you are, as you're watching or you are feeling the breath, just be aware of the surrounding. And also, there is a deep silence that you feel when you are watching the breath. So slow down the rhythm of your breath and observe the breath. So you are sitting in this Rakshas Tal lake, the edge of the Rakshas Tal lake, surrounded by the mountains, and you are looking at your own image that is reflected in this water. Maybe it is not a comfortable feeling. You are looking into a part of you that you reject, your fear, your jealousy, rage, shame, lust, wounds. You are looking into it deeply. I'd like you to spend some time looking into your shadow, the other side of yourself that you reject, that you want to discard. Inwardly, you are saying, you are my shadow. You are a part of me. Maybe it's an image, maybe it's a sensation that you are feeling. Whatever it is, stay with it. Look deeper. Now let this image speak to you. Ask, what do you guard? What is it that you protect? What pain do you carry? What is the wound that you are carrying? What do you want me to know? What is it that I need to know more about you? Just listen to your shadow without any judgment. Now begin to see this shadow not as an enemy, but as a forgotten part of you. See the origins, where it has originated from. Perhaps it's a childhood wound, a karmic trace, or an ancestral pattern. Even the asuras, the demons, are born from the same source as gods. So, what is demon is also divine. What is shadow is also light. So, visualize this shadow, this part of you merging into your heart space, not to dominate, not to make you feel heavy, but to rest. Let it become a guardian, let it become a protector. You can always be the master, and this part of you can always serve you. Breathe into it deeply. Breathe into your heart space. Breathe into this shadow. Now, from Rakshas Tal, I'd like you to look at a distance, put your attention towards Mount Kailash, which is silently standing unmoved, the embodiment of Shiva, the Lord who drank poison and made peace with the universe's shadow. Imagine it's white snow, the cool waters descending as a gentle light into you. It is cool, it's peaceful, it's clarifying. It is purifying you not by erasing the shadow, but by bathing both your light and darkness so that you can be one with truth of oneness. In your heart, you can say, I bow to this darkness. I bow down to this light. I bow down to this truth. I am Shiva. just be with this cool, loving, purifying, clarified feeling. If your mind is wandering, bring back your awareness to the breath. Let us be in this space for another 5 minutes. another 2 minutes. So before you're coming back, you can say it in your heart: I will not fight my shadow. I will walk with it towards wholeness. I will not fight with my shadow. I will walk with it towards wholeness. Whenever you are ready, gently return to your breath. From these mountains, from this Rakshas Tal, from the Himalaya, you are coming back to your breath, being aware of your body and the space around you. Whenever you are ready, you can rub your hands, make them warm, and gently put it on your eyes. Whenever you are ready, you can open your eyes. So, friends, I just remembered Shiva is Nilkantha because he swallowed the poison, and he has held the poison on the throat. He did not make the poison go into his belly, he did not digest it. Right? There's a big meaning in that. We need not digest our shadows. Right? We can just be aware of our shadow. There's no need to become our shadow. The shadow can become a protector, it can serve us. And if we are aware, then only it will happen. If we push it away, if we reject it, we may not ever know the potential of this shadow part of ourself. You know? So shadow has a potential. We replace the word negativity, negativeness in ourselves with potential. Okay. So Nilkantha, the poison of the universe, has a potential. So he kept it in his throat. Right? So nothing is not like some, oh, this is divine, that is not divine. So as Mansarovar, so is Rakshas Tal. Yeah. So I've given permission to now unmute and share. If any friend want to share, any words, anything that comes to you, you can just unmute yourself, and maybe you can share.
Hi, sir. I have something to say.
Yeah, Reji, please.
Yeah, so thank you for this meditation. And as I had already shared with you, yesterday I went to the Palki, the annual pilgrimage. I just went from Alandi to Pune. I wanted to do Alandi to Pune, but my feet gave up.
Mm-hmm.
And but during the walk, I could release what was not mine.
Mm.
my thoughts, my generational trauma, and it was amazing. And the questions you asked us to ask to our shadow, I'm going to revisit this meditation on YouTube, and I'll write those questions down. So whenever I'm feeling anxiety or something pop up, so I can ask these questions, that what is it trying to tell me, and then I can work on it.
Beautiful,
So
beautiful. Yeah.
thank you for this.
Thank you for sharing this, ROEG. Yes. Uh, any pilgrimage is, you know, we are, through that we can release whatever is the burden, whatever is the expectation that is imposed on us through society, through our parents. I was just talking to one client of mine right now before this meditation, and we were talking about how unconsciously, sometimes even the parent child relationship can become like a, this burden on us. So, with knowledge, my mentors always say, is only knowledge, the right knowledge can help us burn all these limitations in us, and we can free ourselves. And when we connect to something greater than us, for example, for me, it has been, like the Kailash, the Shiva Shakti principle. And our problems are very small in front of this greatness, and we can give all our problems we can surrender. So these mythological stories, they have the key to heal us, to empower us, to bring us into more potential, to make our life more better. Not we don't want to like leave samsara and we are not running anywhere. Through this we are making whatever life we are living, we are making this better. Yeah. So thank you, ROAG, for the sharing.
That is so true, and thank you.
Beautiful. Any other sharing? Any friend want to share? So, friends, shadow work is a work of deeper integration. Um, if somebody has, sometimes we touch very deep part of ourselves doing the shadow work. Sometimes we don't know what to do. So, before you are sleeping today, you can put the sankalpa that whatever is left there in me, I surrender to the divine. It's Shiva, it's Shakti, or any other form that you like to, you are connected to. For many people, it could be Krishna, or any guru, any author, whomever you are comfortable. Give it to them, right? Don't sleep with that. Okay, put an intention that, and I'll repeat this because you can write it also down. This affirmation: I will not fight my shadow, I'll walk with it towards wholeness. Okay, so you can say this affirmation 3 times. Give whatever you are carrying, whatever is unresolved, give it to the divine, and you sleep. Okay, sometimes great integration can happen in sleep, just if you know how to sleep rightly. Sleeping is also a way of great inner work, so we can use this there. All right, so this is shadow work, friends. This is the Rakshas Tal, and yes, we are journeying on the 2nd of August. We are journeying to Kailash Mansarovar. There are few seats still there, and if any like-minded friend they want to come with us to meditate in the Kailash Mansarovar, that sacred region, you are welcome to join us. Just need to first talk to me. I would see, you know, talking to you that you are resonating with our group, because there is an intention for our group, and then you can take this yatra. Okay, friends. So thank you so much for taking your time and joining today. And again, we are coming next week with some deeper meditation like this. and knowing, it is the intention is to know our inner Kailash, the inner mountain, the inner journey. All outer journey is equivalent to inner journey, all inner journey is equivalent to outer journey, so it's vice versa, right? So Om Namah Shivaya, friends, and a great evening to all of you. Thank you.